Chinese Cinderella by Adeline Yan Mei. I am Adeline Yan Mei. Throughout Chinese Cinderella, I was the ages 10 to 14 years old. I have 6 siblings, 4 of which are my full siblings and 2 of which are my half. Lydia being my older sister, Edgar, Gregory, and James being my oldest brothers, and my 2 half siblings, Franklin and Suzanne. My mother had died giving birth to me, and my father Yan had gotten remarried to my stepmother Naijian. My Yi is also included in the photo. This is my Aunt Baba, my father's older sister and my mother's ex-best friend. Throughout my whole life, I have lived in Tianjin, Shanghai, Hong Kong, London, and California. I have always been top of my class, and I have always gone to private Catholic schools. I also went to college for medical school, specializing in obstetricals. Naijian, who is my stepmother, has always been an obstacle in my life. She has always mistreated me and made me feel like an unwanted daughter. She also treats my siblings wrong. My siblings also did not care for me. They teased me and bullied me and blamed me for causing my mother's death. My father does not care about me either, since he lets Naijian and my siblings treat me so horribly. I think it's all because of my mother's death, and I have been struggling with being unwanted my whole life. War also played a major impact in my life. It's the reason why we moved around so much. Tianjin, my original homeland, fell under foreign control. That is why we moved to Shanghai. We moved to Shanghai to avoid war. That is when we moved to Hong Kong. Since it was ruled by Britain colonies, we moved there for our protection. It was very hard for me to find some positive influences throughout my life, but I did have some. My school friends were always there for me. It was a break from my living nightmare. Also, my Aunt Baba and my Yi and my Nene also helped me get through all the hard times. But wanting the acceptance from my father and my stepmother Naijian and my siblings had always brought me down. I was never in harm, but I was always emotionally drained. To cope, I studied. I always did a wonderful job in school. I also had a pet who I called Precious Little Treasure, PLT for short. I still never really ever got the acceptance from my parents. Naijian had sent me to a boarding school and had forgotten about me. I never heard anything about my parents and never received any visits or gifts from them. I spent 3 years of my life in boarding school, which were the most emotionally and saddest days of my life. Until one day I caught my father's attention. I had won first place in an international playwriting competition. My father had once in his life been proud of me, and it made me the happiest girl in the world. That is when I asked my father if I could go to London for college. I had wanted to go to study literature, but my father told me I would go for medical school. But that did not matter to me since my dream was finally coming true. I have worked hard my whole life to get myself the life I deserve, to be happy in life. I left Hong Kong in 1952 and I went to the university in London Hospital Medical College. I now live in California and have 2 children with my husband Bob May. Reading Chinese Cinderella made me realize how lucky I am. Poor Adeline had a not so great life, being treated horribly and feeling unwanted. It makes me realize how cruel some people can be in this world, like Naijian. I feel extremely grateful to have 2 loving parents who give me the world. I am determined to make them proud of me and not make them regret being this good to me. I am hoping that no one in this world feels the same way Adeline did. No one should ever feel this way, and she sure did not deserve it. She didn't purposely mean to be the reason why her mother passed away. What others struggle with around the world is nothing that I could ever struggle with. Most of us have it so easy, unlike others. We should all learn how to be more grateful about what we have. It amazes me how she got through all the negativity in her life to get where she is today. I do not think I could ever be as strong as her. I fell in love with this story. It really makes me realize and rethink everything I say and do. Adeline's strength and positiveness taught me that there is always hope, that nothing bad stays forever.